Welcome to my city backyard. So this is the end of June and we are in the greater Houston area, so it is hot, like very, very hot. But thankfully we had quite a few storms and a lot of rain, so it is very green still. And things are still growing, so let me show you around. This is part of Survival Seeds 2025. We were given a certain number of seeds to try to grow. So I tried here in my raised beds and I will show you what worked and what did not work so good. There were a few failures, I have to admit, but I will show you and maybe you'll help me understand. Maybe it's the climate, maybe it's my raised bed, I don't know. But let's check it out. So if you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and share with others. And stay tuned up to the end because we're gonna try some very nice solar lights, pretty cheap, and they look amazing in my city backyard. I'm sure you're gonna love them. As you can see here, beautiful zinnia flowers. I planted them for the pollinators and they are just gorgeous. And they've been like this for already over a month. I mean, pretty nice. The color has just faded away a tiny bit on the side, but other than that, it's still beautiful. So what do I have here? Let me start by the big failure, what did not work, and these are the pumpkins. So all these here, they actually grew. They started growing vines. I had flowers and it just died. All of a sudden, as you can see here, all these died. So I'm not too sure why. If you know any idea, let me know. I did water, not over water, but it was watered enough. I have no idea. Here I have some red beets that are still growing and doing good. And here I have the beans. So on these ones, they are doing wonderful. I already harvested some that I had here and I replanted a few and yeah, it's still growing right there. So on these ones, I might actually plant more, given it's growing very nicely here with this kind of climate. I have some tomatoes. Tomatoes are growing beautiful as well. Look at these tomatoes. My main issue with the tomatoes are, well, actually I'm not sure if it's the rodents, if these are birds, but some animal is getting to the tomato before me again this year, so it's extremely hard for me to eat them. I did harvest a few when they were green and kept them in the kitchen, but here they're just not grown enough, so I need to wait. It's fine timing here. So here I am trying to grow some cucumbers. They're flowering, but so far I'm not sure they're getting pollinated. I have not seen any cucumber grow, which is a shame because I love these cucumbers. It's very refreshing in the summer. So all these are tomatoes, but yeah, look at this. I'm not sure if these are birds or yeah, see that one is not even grown. So I've got some cherry tomatoes, but just the same way they got attacked right here, as you can see. I have a few. I still have a few. I have some peppers that have not grown yet much. I have my strawberries that are doing beautiful as every year. Strawberries are doing good. And my surprise here, look at this. I did not plant basil. Let me tell you, I have not planted any basil this year, but it's growing. So I remember planting some. Actually, I think it was in that sale here last year, so I'm guessing we had some seeds that it flowered, seeded, and growing again. I don't know. Anyway, I love basil, so all good here, all good. Let me show you the rest here. On that side we have two goji berries doing nice. They already produced for the year, so I'm not sure they're going to produce again, maybe in the fall. I have another goji berry here, which is, I need to clean it. Actually, it's a bit of a mix. And here I have a peach tree that I planted a year ago. It had a very hard time this winter. I thought it was dead, but it came back, but late. And it hasn't flowered. It's not producing, but at least it is not dead. So let's look at it positively here. So here I have two other raised beds. This one was full of zucchinis. I planted zucchinis and it flowered. I tried to pollinate them myself because I wasn't too sure it was getting done, and it never made any fruit, so it never grew anything. And at the end I just let it pretty much die, and it's getting overrun by all the vegetation around. I will have to clean it in the fall, but that one did not work, so not good. Very disappointed on the zucchini. This one is a bit of a mess as well. I had a few carrots I harvested. I planted a few peppers that are not growing too much, probably because of the vegetation around. And here I have some asparagus that I'm letting grow and flower for the year here. But yeah, asparagus, trying to start it in that raised bed. So here I had my planters, stackable planters. I started here at the top. All this was spinach, and it got pretty much burned by the sun. I think it was too hot. It did not work. But what worked beautiful, look at this. This is arugula. I actually just cut it tonight for dinner. I had it on a salad, so that worked perfect. Good lessons next time. Arugula, I will plant a lot more than just a tiny cell here. So let me turn you around to my fruit trees. So I have 4 apple trees. So this is one of them. It flowered, but I'm not seeing any apple on that one. Also, it is planted in the ground. That one we need to plant in the ground, but even so it's not. Look at this, it's starting to grow a tiny little apple. Not sure I'm gonna have more, but oh well, you do have a flower, so who knows. So these are 2 apple tree. I have another one here, and the other one is all the way in the back behind the raised beds. This one also flowered, but I'm not seeing any apple. So I have 2, I think 2 Gala apples and 2 Fuji, so they should pollinate each other, but this year not much. They're still pretty young, but very positive here are all the citruses. So this one here I believe is my mandarin, and look at this. Isn't it beautiful? It's actually very heavy, and it's leaning because of the weight of all the fruits here, but yeah, doing very, very nicely. I have an additional strawberry here, has not produced, but it's doing good. It almost died actually at some point. You know, it was a suspended planters, and we suspended it and we just forgot, and it actually came back, so I'm very happy. I hate these vines, they are invasive, growing everywhere. Alright, so this one here is one of my 2 fig tree, and it has not produced, but it's pretty young. It's my first year, so it's I would say doing good. The banana trees, yes, as always, the banana trees, they're doing good. They're enjoying the rain, so all good on that side. So here we got more citruses. I don't think I have any fruits on the first ones here, but starting here we do. Look at this. Oh yes, grapefruits. Look at this. They're pretty small. I'm not sure what if they're gonna grow to maturity here. So my other fig tree here. Here on the other hand, they are much bigger. Look at this. Very, very nice grapefruits. And we have quite a few here. So I'm pretty happy on that one. It's doing good. I had to treat these leaves here. Look at this. So these very healthy leaves, and you continue here and look at that. I'm not too sure if you have any explanation. Look at this. That's exactly what it looks like, and I have more than 1 tree. So I put an anti-insect on it, but I'm not too sure if you have any idea, any good remedy here. It's not good looking, but just the end of the branches, I'm not too sure. The rest is good. These are the newer branches that look so kind of sick. So yes, I appreciate if you have any trick here, let me know. So I had some raspberry here, but it's pretty much the end. They already produced another grapefruit, and that one is big. So I'm very proud of that grapefruit. I think it's only one of that tree, but maybe it's gonna go to maturity. What do we have here? Might actually be an orange tree on that one. It might be, oh yes, Valencia orange. And we do have 1 tiny orange. maybe another one somewhere, but it's not too big, so I'm not too sure. We'll see what we get. Here, this is my lemon tree. So see, another one that had issue with the new leaves. Look at this. They look very sick, but just the new ones. The others look beautiful. So I really don't know what's wrong with these citruses. But regardless, this one has some beautiful lemons growing. Look at that here. I have another one right there, and they're already pretty big. So I have, I think, 3 lemons growing. So very proud of that lemon tree despite these sick leaves here. Another raspberry here that came back, so it has not produced, but it's coming back. So here I have a few of those that I started from seeds. We replanted. I'm waiting for them to take off because they're not doing too good. And that actually looks like they were eaten by some kind of insects as well. Too many insects. So here are my pecans. My pecan trees coming from the hill country that we started from seeds. I have a few of them, I think 6, 7. They're doing beautiful. Probably need to plant them, but it's just too big of a tree to plant here in my city backyard. So I kept them in pots, but they're gonna have to be planted at some point. Could maybe plant one of them here, but for the rest we will have to find another solution here. So yeah, that's another lemon tree. But see, same thing again here. See, healthy, not healthy. And I really don't know why. Oh, and yes, another view. Beautiful banana trees in the back, and in the back behind the banana trees we have another citrus. The only one that survives every cold we have here in Texas. All the freezes, even the hard freeze of 2021, that's the one that made it. And that is an orange tree, and usually produces pretty nicely, but the oranges unfortunately are not the best. So we get a lot of them, but it was our least favorite tree that survived. That's the lucky here. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found this useful. If you did, as always, please hit the thumbs up button, share with the world, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Thank you all for watching. So these are the lights that I am going to set up in the backyard and show you what they look like. It's extremely easy setup. But given they're solar, I want to do it now so that they have a few hours of sunshine. And then we can actually see what it looks like at night. But yeah, so that's what it looks like. That is the light. So pretty much you just have to remove the orange safety paper right there and place it in the sun. That is it, and it gives you a very nice shade across the backyard on a path. It's honestly for less than $30. You get 5 of them, and they're pretty cool. And this is what it looks like. Isn't it cool? So I tried to set 2 on the other side of the pool. I had some old ones here. One is not working, but the other 2 are. I have one here. Isn't it cool? I really love them. I put another one by my raised bed right there. Yeah, I try to set up lights here. Maybe that's why I still have tomatoes, because the squirrels think we're around. See, another one here. These are beautiful. I love these lights. So I wanted to show you. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you're interested by the lights, there are still some at my local warehouse. They're not completely out yet, so check it out, and they're still running the discount, I think, so not a bad deal.